Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, August 24th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. We still have a little bit of action to recap from a relatively quiet weekend on the competitive front. But that doesn't mean that there still wasn't plenty of action at John Lindsay's Pacific USA Pro. In the bikini division, the breakout season for emerging star Ruth Wood continued as she scored the first official qualification for the 2018 Olympia with her big win. Bringing home second was Pennsylvania's own Amber Callahan, who managed to hold off a surging Sethia Daigle, who closed out a very solid top three. On the classic physique side of things, the best version of Darnell Ferguson that we've seen to date scored the first win of his career. Finishing runner-up was the always dangerous Stan DeLoe, and rounding out the top three, we had California native Matt Remsler. I'm quite sure that most of my sports fans out there all love a good Cinderella story, but I think even Cinderella would have to admit that the way Derek Lunsford went from nothing to something in the blink of an eye would be something that not even the late great Walt Disney could have dreamed of. A few weeks removed from his whirlwind tour that saw him go from winning the USA Championships to demolishing a 212 lineup full of veterans at the Tampa Pro to punch his Olympia ticket, Derek Lunsford has officially cemented himself as one of the hottest athletes in all of bodybuilding right now. The latest progress photos coming out of Team Lunsford have been nothing short of awesome, sparking up some noise about the 212 Wonder Kid possibly being good enough to break into the top 8 come Olympia. Whether or not he's ready for the big show is still anyone's guess, but when you're riding a hot streak like this kid is, and you're about to make your way out to Vegas, I couldn't imagine a better time to push all your chips to the center of the table and bet the house on black. Sometimes I see how close the competition is at some of these bikini shows, and I think the judges sitting up there at that table have a job that's damn near impossible. But thankfully for them, longtime bikini vet Camille Perry is doing everything in her power to make their jobs just a little bit easier. This week, Periat was spotted bulldozing her latest shoulder session as she heads down the home stretch of her first career Olympia prep. From what I can see, the decision to take most of the season off to prepare for the Olympia seems to be paying off for Periat in spades right now, because at the moment it looks to me like she's already at her all-time best. Trying to judge these bikini lineups feels like you're almost splitting hairs out there. But as long as Periat sticks to her game plan and comes in with that super narrow waist we've all come to expect from her, I think she's got a shot to really open some eyes come Olympia time. Every year, the running of the bulls in Pamplona, Spain brings crowds of thousands of people from all over the world to witness one of the most powerful beasts on the planet. And a shade under 4 weeks from now, I'm sure classic physique fans will be lining up by the hundreds to see rookie standout George Peterson make his first run to the Olympia stage. In a new chest training workout, we see an uber-focused looking Peterson channeling every last ounce of energy he's got as he attempts to come barreling down the home straightaway at his all-time best. Peterson is one of those guys whose physique absolutely blows you away when you watch him transition between his poses. And given how well he's already stacked up against some of the best in the sport, I think he would legitimately be looking at someone who has the potential to reel off a top 5 finish in his first Olympia. This season in the men's physique division, it feels like we had a rotating cast of characters take turns making their presence felt. And apparently, emerging star Long Wu figured that there's no time like the present. This week, the first ever native Chinese men's physique pro released a handful of new progress photos, showing off a level of conditioning that should be making everyone else in the lineup stop and do a double take. Wu put himself on the map this season when he marched into Columbus and brought home a top 10 finish at the Arnold Classic. But his win at the LA Grand Prix really cemented him as a serious force to be reckoned with. At his best, we've already seen Wu stand in there and go toe-to-toe with the best guys in the division. So don't be too surprised if we wind up seeing the name Long Wu smack dab right there in the middle of the top 10 Olympia placings a few weeks from today.